it as well, you know.
Yeah, you can record as well, just so we have two and like a backup.
I sent you a permission.
This is
Yes,
recording.
I like how that works. I like how that works. I'm in a business where consent is number one priority.
Facts.
So that is definitely appreciated. Even though I agreed to do the show, you have it in Instagram messages and all of that, but that extra layer of protection, I could definitely appreciate that. You would not believe how many people lose their pages because of not having the right consents.
Tell me about it. I've lost a few, and I don't want to talk about it. But yo,
because it doesn't happen when you're at 100 followers, 10 followers. It happens when you're at 10,000, 100,000 followers, and that's when you get punched right in the face.
My Instagram, I was almost at 10K. I was pretty much hitting 10K, and then boom, that shit went gone. And bro, there's days where I just look back like, I wish I still had that Instagram account, bro.
Right. I can understand. This is my 4th Instagram page, so I can definitely sympathize and empathize with that.
Damn.
Wow. Lord. That's crazy.
And I was like, after this, y'all can kiss my ass. I will not be making another Instagram page. Because I don't even put like NSFW type of stuff on there because of the last 2 pages that I lost. And they banned me for a birthmark. I'm like, oh my God. That's not a nipple. It's not a nipple. It's a birthmark, you ass.
Is it worth it though? The Instagram account in I guess in association with your business, does it really even matter? Like, does it help?
It does matter. It does matter because of course we use Instagram, Twitter, Facebook sometimes. We use all these things for promotion. So when a page of 10,000 followers gets snatched, like that's a potential at least 1,000 people who are looking at you, you know what I'm saying, to actually buy into what you're selling, you know what I'm saying, no matter what it is, whether you're selling ashtrays or ass, you know what I'm saying, like people want to, yeah. It does matter. Especially if you have a following, it definitely matters.
As I was saying, she probably has fans on there that are just strictly on Instagram and see a different upload or see an upload. And now when they're not seeing it, they're like, yo, what the hell? Like, where did she go? Did she quit?
I do. I have a lot of followers that don't have Twitter.
Yeah.
They have Instagram, but they don't have Twitter. That's not something that they're into. That's cool.
That's true. That's true.
So we have to be versatile, and we have to have all, we have to try to lock down all these social media platforms that we possibly can at once, because that's a hell to keep up with too, especially, TikTok and making reels and, keeping people interested, you know what I'm saying? Especially as technology progresses, we have to stay on top of that. That is a must.
To get difficult?
Absolutely. It gets difficult and overwhelming, especially when you're running 5 site pages. Now you have to do, like I said, you have to do other, do things for your other platforms. You might need a little vacation sometimes. Nice hot bath and a woosah. It does get overwhelming. And answering fans' emails, especially for those of us who do interact with our fans, you know what I'm saying, over, via the internet. That is very time consuming.
Hey, and just to let y'all know, man, no deposit, no DMs. Just to let y'all know.
Please. I be trying to be so nice because I'm a humble person. I really do try to be nice, but
it's so hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't want to be an asshole because regardless to what it could potentially be a customer. You don't want to be nasty, but yeah, please, like.
But don't some of them like that? Like I seen the other day, there's a guy, what did they call it? He had this girl that pretty much used him for money, and he told his girlfriend like she's a money dom or something. It's just like, yeah, whenever I make a certain amount of money, she demands it, and I give it to her. And I was just like,
he is a pay pig,
bro.
yes.
That's what they call pay pig?
Like that.
Yes, he's a pay pig, yes. Or a pay slave. There's a bunch of names, but yeah.
Paid slave. Yeah.
Wow.
There's so many different kinds of fetishes out here. People actually get off on watching people spend their money type thing. Or giving money to somebody. Like, that's a thing. People like to do that.
Damn, bro.
They like to be the number one on a contributor list of any sort. Like they like that. They
Yeah, I
like
get
that
off on
power.
not giving girls my money. I get off on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I kept that. I didn't send you that 20. I didn't send you that 40. Are you dumb? I get off on that.
I mean, but these are men that have it to do it like that and freely and happily with no thought about it. It comes out of their bank account. They don't even miss it.
Mhm.
Hey, if
Amen.
you had it ain't chicken if you got it, right?
There you go. There you
Shout
go.
out to
It
the
ain't
boy
chicken.
down
You
there.
got it. There you go.
Let's intro this really quick. Yo, it's your boy Gutsy.
It's your boy Vegas.
And this is the man them uncut version. We're doing uncut. I'm sick and tired of interviewing you Toronto rappers. I'm sick and tired of interviewing all you Toronto social media guys. F that. You guys don't know? I'm tapped in. So what I did was I searched the freakiest of freaks. And this is what we found, man. From the birth, I want to say your birth from New York, right?
Yes.
Born and
Born and
raised?
raised. Yep.
She's born and raised from New York, but now she's hailing in Throat City.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm saying she's got over 60K followers on Twitter. Millions of people have jerked off her videos. Yeah, I'm saying probably even the gal them rubbed off a 1-2 to them. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
A few of my friends have told me that. Yes, they have.
Are we right?
A
Nisha
few of my friends have told me that.
Swallowz. Big up yourself. Do you have any shout outs? Anybody you wanna big up?
It's too many people to name, honey. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Shit. Marley the Booty, Artemis, Chris K, Jesus Christ, Diamond Cartier, Playboy Chachi. I mean, Nasty Montana. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous talent. Fabulous talent. If you haven't interviewed any one of these people yet, you need to get on it.
All right, you just put me
Well, you're
on,
the
and
plug.
it's funny that you said that. You mentioned the name Marley Moore, right?
Yes, that is my bestest friend in the whole wide world.
So you guys still are friends. That's good because
Yes.
I seen that's your homie. You guys go out to the expo together and shit. You be getting content. How is that? Because we were asking I believe it was Mira a couple of weeks ago. Not all the girls really click up like that. We don't really see girls being friends with other girls and shit. How did you guys link up?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because when I met Marley and Miss Feed Me, I was actually the person to go to when you came to New York. So I would invite the girls. If I knew they were coming to New York, I would invite them because we do need to have a network. You know what I'm saying? Especially amongst the girls, we can be so catty and negatively competitive, you know what I'm saying? So that's the movement I was trying to do. So that's actually kind of how I met her. She said she was coming to New York and I was like, come on, come stay with me. And history was made, honey. We've been pretty much inseparable ever since.
That's so blessed, bro. I
So
wish I had friends like that still. Like and I hope we do. I hope we have some friends that when we leave Toronto, they'd be like, yeah, come to the crib. Like
That's listen, and everybody gets so comfortable here, honey. They take their shoes off. It's over. It's sleeping and eating good and making money and doing what they got to do. But I try to create that safe haven for the girls. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they come here, you know, escorting and whatnot. Not to say I'm not, saying any names, but just in general, you know what I'm saying? That's a dangerous game. You know what I'm saying? And if I could provide you with some type of protection, I live around my whole family, so good luck trying to do some crazy stuff. So yeah, I try to bridge the gap between the girls when I can, because sometimes there's irreconcilable differences, and you just gotta let it be. But yeah, I try to be the bridge for girls for sure.
So that wasn't my first question I wanted to ask, but you brought up Marley. Big up Marley Moore, by the way. Good here. Nice, beautiful, dark-skinned girl. You know what I'm saying? Amazing content. But the original first question I wanted to ask, since your name is Swallowz, when's the last time you swallowed some nut?
Yesterday.
Was it for content purposes or pleasure purposes?
Yes. It was good for content purposes, but yeah, it was yesterday. And I'll probably do it again tomorrow because I do have a shoot tomorrow.
Fast. I'm trying to get another round in just now. A lie? Just checking. But is it hard to differentiate the two? Like, I see a lot of girls say because they're in the industry, it's hard to have like off-camera sex because it's like, fuck, we do it all day, we have it all the time, we see it,
There's a
we're around
detachment.
it.
There's definitely a detachment because it becomes work versus personal. So there can be an intimacy issue after a while because you are detaching yourself. You don't have feelings. You're getting paid to fuck this person on camera for whatever company, for yourself, you know what I'm saying, to make the money. Like, it's not necessarily I like you, you like me, we're gonna date. I mean, especially for the upper echelon paid folks, you know, with the bigger companies, honey, you could shoot with somebody you hate. You can, but it look good. It looks fabulous when you by the time you see it, but they can really hate each other in real life. So, but yeah, I don't have a problem with shooting with anybody, but yeah, it's definitely a detachment from personal to work, and it's definitely something you got to work on. That's why a lot of girls take breaks. You won't see them for 6 months, you know, to get back to the reality of being, especially when they get into a relationship. You know, you definitely want to at least try to be in tune with the person that you're with, like so.
Yeah,
Have you gotten into that situation? Like you had some content piece that was just like, you're like, damn, nigga, I might have to message you after this shit.
It happens like that sometimes. It happens like that sometimes. It does happen quite often. Sometimes that makes for the best content, but not the greatest business relationship. But it happens all the time. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. I have been guilty of that a time or two myself. So I can't you know, I can't look down on anybody that it happens to, because I mean you are having sex with somebody that is an intimate thing. So if that, especially if this person is like lives in your city or something and y'all just decide to be content creator partners or whatever, you know what I mean? That might be the business model, but you know, you keep fucking this person for 6 months, somebody's
about to fall in love.
Yeah,
There's
somebody's
something.
gonna catch a feeling or two, that's for sure.
Yeah, because even like I'm like you know, I got a little thing going on too, but it's just like now I like if I wanted to have sex, it's just like, are we doing this for content or for fun? Like that, because at this point it's just like I don't want to do it for fun. Like I need to make, like, money has to be made. Like that's first. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's difficult still.
I guess if this might not be for everybody, but if you learn to have that intimate time with your partner, then it might not be so bad. You know what I'm saying? The off camera, you know, maybe a picnic somewhere, you know, to get into the intimacy of the relationship. I think if you can do that, I think it might work out. It might work out. But if you can't, then it's gonna turn into a business relationship. And if one or both of you have feelings for one another, that's gonna be tiresome after a while.
No, that's facts.
I mean, it's cool don't get me wrong, you want to make money with the person that you want to be with, of course, you know, but if that's all there is and you're trying to have a relationship, that might not work out too good.
What about relationships and also working? Like, how many times have you been in a situation like that? And is there a situation that it worked out? Is there a situation that didn't? Is there a situation where it could have?
New York niggas is too much like Toronto niggas. I don't think that's gonna work.
Well, I will say this. The person that I started doing adult film with, I met him working for the person that started me. And I ended up being with him for 12 years. So that was difficult, but that was difficult. And ultimately it wasn't the business the business wasn't the reason why we separated. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm answering that question. But
was
it definitely difficult.
Sorry, was it difficult for you seeing him doing his thing, or was it difficult for him seeing you work with other people?
That wasn't the part that we fought about. The part we fought about was after shooting. Now there's text messages and, you know, the meetups and things like that, and 2 babies born, and that was the deal breaker pretty much for me, because that was just too much.
Wait, so you're saying he had like a relationship other than you and had babies on you and shit like that?
Moving like Carmelo Anthony out here.
That guy's fucked. Why would you want to do? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why not just have babies with you? I'm sure you would, or you weren't ready.
I didn't want to have a baby with someone I didn't trust. If I can't trust you now, how can I trust you to actually be there when I really need you to be there? And is our not being together going to affect your parenthood? Now, with that being said, he does have other children, and he's a horrible husband, horrible boyfriend, but he's a fantastic father. But I just didn't want to raise a kid in chaos.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
If we fight in that, I mean, you know, kids learn how to relate to other adults by what they grow up seeing. So that wasn't something I was ready to put out there in the world, child. We was gonna raise a serial killer if we did. Cause no, that was a whole lot of furniture moving around here at one point. So no, that wouldn't have been a good environment to even want to bring a kid into. I wasn't willing to do that.
You don't look like the type to call CPS on niggas either. So it's just
no,
like...
absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Listen, I'm a bit of a what they call a conspiracy theorist. I mean, maybe a conspiracy factualist at this point, but after, you know, knowing what happens with, you know, kids getting called into ACS and removed from their families and stuff like that, that will never be my first option of get back.
Did you see the video of the young lady saying that she called CPS? She made up a story and called CPS, Caucasian female. No, you haven't seen that? Maybe we should send it to you.
Please do.
Yeah.
I can't. I just can't. I can't. People are absolutely insane. Unless that child is actually being harmed or mistreated in the home, that should be a last resort for anybody. But I see, even, you know, on social media, like, that's the first thing people want to do is, you know, I don't like you, I'm calling CPS on you. Like, what? When did that become cool? Like, when did that become a thing to do? Like,
I guess because the ratting wasn't good enough, so it's just like, all right, let's call
step
CPS
it up,
instead of the
right?
police. Yeah, we gotta take it one level. I guess it's a level higher because you're like fucking up with their kids and shit. Yeah, to me that's a level higher.
Yeah, some dog shit.
Yeah, I would never, no. And besides, and I would never call CPS on a Black father, especially a single father. That is just atrocious. Like, you should be, again, unless that's not a point of revenge, like, to call CPS on somebody. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's
gotta throw that whole girl away. Throw the whole girl away. Just
right. Maybe her mama too, because who taught you that? Who taught you that? That is
taught you that one.
Speaking of, like, when was the last time you had a bottle of OE?
Of what?
OE, Old English.
Ooh, now you're trying to tell people my age. Ooh, child.
It's been a minute.
It's been a very long time. Probably not in the 2000s. How about that?
Oh, wow.
And yes, I was still old enough to drink. So,
man, I had an OE the other day. Like, I still drink that shit. That's a comfort. That's like a comfort beer, you know.
Listen, I remember when OE had the finger holes in them. And listen.
Finger holes?
Now you're going. I don't even know about that one.
They come in 64 ounces, and you could hold it on your finger just like that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was a long time ago.
I don't know nothing about it. I just know about these. That's it.
That was a long time ago. Now I do like a little Corona every now and again. I do. I'm a lady. I do like a little Corona every now and again. But I'm not a big beer drinker. I was when I started drinking, like in my teenage years. That was the thing to do. To, you know, drink a beer. That was the shit.
Right in that brown bag.
Right. But not now. I'm not a big drinker at all now.
Just smoker.
Yeah, I've drank with the best of them. I'm good. I like the way my liver functions. I like the way my kidneys function. So I just decided to leave the liquor alone. I'm cool on that.
Yeah, I'm an occasional drinker over here too. But tell me, how did, like, one of the gal them, like somebody that was one of the man them, ended up getting into porn? Because, like, I was watching one of your interviews and you were talking about like the man used to be like, yeah, her, don't holler at her. Like, you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna give it up. So like, how did you even
It's a lot of gatekeeping, but for women, it's hard to tell a guy what to do to start a business on that side. The only thing I could probably tell you from a female to a male friend of friend is to do solo content and, you know, make it look good. You know, do it in odd places. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with it. Make it look fun. I saw one of my homeboys the other day. He was on top of his cabinets, or damn near to the ceiling, with the with a fleshlight. So you know, you got to get creative. You know what I'm saying? You got to get creative and make it look good, and you know, just try to stand out from everybody else.
so how did but I wanted to know how you got into it.
How me?
Because
Oh God.
yeah, because you were from the interview, you were like one of the dogs. You were like one of the girls that, you know, the man weren't really supposed to like try to holler at for sex or, you know, don't try to hit on her because she's not gonna give it up. So how did somebody like that ended up doing porn?
You know, that's so funny. My childhood friends ask me that all the time. They're like, if people knew how you really grew up, they would lose their minds on you being a porn star at this point.
Like, how many girls did you used to beat up back in the day and shit? You know what I'm saying? How many niggas did you rob? Like,
I didn't do the robbery thing. My dad always told me, he said, you know what, I will bail you out. If you ever go to jail, I'll bail you out for everything but stealing, because you get everything you need and want. So you don't got no reason to steal from no fucking body. So stealing wasn't my thing, but you know, I was the only girl in like a 6 or 7 boy crew. I did all the things the boys did, played football, all of that. I would never let them hit a woman. That type of thing. Like, it's so funny. Me and Marley was actually talking about this morning. The girl that got hit with the brick, that could have never happened in my neighborhood. That could, even where I live now, that would have never happened. Like, that would have never happened.
but did you see the clip before? Did you see the clip before where she was slapping up the man?
Okay. So I do not agree with violence on any sort, because I was, you know, that's something else I was raised with too. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put your hand on nobody and you won't get nobody's hands put on you.
Right.
So I don't think that she was correct for putting her hands on him. But see, this is the thing that people got to understand. You can excessive force, just what is too much? You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, there's no rules in fighting. You know what I'm saying? So it's a double-edged sword, but you cannot a brick, my nigga. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. That's too much. That's too far. You know what I'm saying? And we was literally just having this conversation. I knew a guy who was defending his sister. I think she got spit on or something like that. And all he did was punch the dude in the face, as he should have, for spitting on his sister. That man fell to the ground, his hand on the concrete, and did not and no longer existed. So it could have been that easy that young lady could have lost her life. Would it probably have been her fault for antagonizing the situation if she putting her hands on somebody? Absolutely. But as a man, like, y'all gotta know when it's too much. Like, y'all gotta know when it's too much. You don't a brick. You're a man. You could have slapped her and knocked her to the ground. You feel me? Like, you didn't have to pick up a brick. You feel me?
Yeah,
that was
brick,
excessive. That was too much.
Wild.
Yeah, brick is crazy.
Like, he really could have killed her. You know what I'm saying? Over and let's be honest, that woman didn't really physically hurt you. You understand what I'm saying? If anything, your pride was hurt, your ego was bruised. You know what I'm saying? So that lady could have really died over your ego being bruised because she slapped you. Now, what you should have done, you should have walked away. You should have called the police. You should have got your sister. You should have got your niece. Any one of those things would have been more tolerable than you picking up a brick and hitting that lady in the face. Like,
no, you 100% right.
That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy. That's just too much. That's like, you know, that's like you stepping on my shoe and I pulled out a gun and shot you in your foot. Like, that's crazy. That's excessive. Like, that's too much. Like, that's just too much. That's just too much. And again, I do not condone her putting her hands on nobody, because these are the consequences of you doing stupid shit like that. Now, from what I also understand, she's also known to do these pranks and stuff all over town, slapping people and, you know, jumping on white people and all this other foolishness. Listen, YouTube is getting popped every day now for playing too much. Stop. Like, stop. It's too much.
You see what Floyd Mayweather did? He didn't do anything to Aiden Ross, but Aiden Ross like pulled up to his shit and he's just like, yo, who is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whose thing is that? And he's just like, it's mine. And he's like, okay, so where's my bag? Like, you can't just come in here and film. You can't just come in here and film me. Like, where's my bag? Like, what the hell? You're gonna come up off of me? No. Them things can't go on.
Yeah. You got to
It's,
take control of the I can take control of your space, your content, who you are, especially like when you're up there. You know what I'm saying? You got to take control of that. You can't just let people in your fucking hemisphere all the time. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Let me guess. You're from Bronx, are you?
Yes, the boogie down.
I can hear the dialect. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, she sounds like a Bronx girl. Like, holy
Yeah,
fuck.
you could tell Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. You could see, you know, we're from New York, but you can definitely tell we have different dialects. Like we definitely. It's like Spanish almost. Like, you know, you got Spanish from Spain, you got Spanish from, you know, countries in the south of us, Honduras, you know, they speak a different kind of Spanish. You got all kinds of dialects of Spanish, and we have definitely our own dialect of English here. And we make up words constantly.
That's what I like about like Bronx people, like BX people. They're just, yeah, you can just tell, like, you can just tell, though. It's dope still. I can't even lie.
Pretty laid back and chill, but that's just me though. I'm just pretty laid back.
So tell me the first piece of content that you recorded and uploaded. And tell me about the experience. Were you scared? Did you not like
know
it?
What? I wasn't scared because it was someone that I had shot with before. But the first piece of content that I uploaded for myself was like 2 years after I started in the industry. I was working with a particular company. And I wasn't scared. Because, like I said, I had worked with this person before. We're cool. As a matter of fact, I'm his daughter's godmother today. So,
wow, that's nice.
But you know what I'm saying? We're all great friends, and so I kind of made it my business to shoot with somebody who has, you know, got a little name for themselves, and I was comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, again, that makes, you know, for the best footage when you're comfortable with the person that you're shooting with. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not, you got to make it look good, but it's easier when you're cool with the person that you're shooting with. So it wasn't hard. It was cool. I shot it right here in my bedroom, and it's still up making money to this day. So as a matter of fact, the funny part is that's so funny that you asked me that, because we just did a part 2 to that first video like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So is it up? Is it up on the OnlyFans?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go check that out then.
Yes, please do it. Thank you. Yes,
it
is. Yes, it is. So
really quick, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the OnlyFans style of content creation, or do you actually prefer like the adult film style where, like, I think I was going through your Twitter and you're doing the D&D, right? The D&D clip. And like, do you like those things where it's like more acting and stuff like that, or would you just rather just pop open your legs, pop in the camera, and just start like what would you like better, or what's easier? Actually, what's better?
Okay, what's better is the dialogue. That's for sure. It makes for a better picture. Some people like the storyline adding up to what happens. You know what I'm saying? So, I particularly like to cater to all my fans. So if I get, you know, requests for more acting, which I have, I'll do it. If I get, and I do have a lot of videos that are to the point, because a lot of my fans like that too. But a lot of my fans are getting into the whole acting thing because they see that is becoming a thing now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a genre that's coming, you know, more into play. So might as well get into it. Like I said, we got to be versatile. We got to give everybody what they want to you know, our boundaries, to the extent of our boundaries. But yeah, like that, I actually like the acting. I like the role playing and all of that. It's fun for me.
That's what's up.
Especially if you have a counterpart, a co-star that y'all mesh together and vibe and work well together. It's always gonna be a good time.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You had another question about thing, no? About a preference?
Yes. When it comes to giving head and shit, like, what would you rather the gentleman be hung, or would you rather it be cut? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you prefer?
I think the question should it be cut or uncut? What would she prefer?
What would I say? What did I
You
say?
said hung. I think
Yeah,
pretty much
my
any
bad.
girl would like a
Honestly,
hung
the
dick.
question I
I
got
think it's
my
more.
bad.
I meant cut or uncut, but on my phone it says hung, but I typed it in wrong. My bad.
It's all right.
Them
My
prompts
bad.
get you in trouble. Don't be careful.
Yeah, would you rather
Um,
cut or uncut? And why?
to be honest, to answer that question, it has to be about hygiene because that could be a very nasty place if it's uncut. Your hygiene got to be on point. I don't mind either way, but again, you got to be a person with good hygiene either way as well, because that's not right. That thing get tangy. No, I don't.
You
Not in a
gotta
good way.
wash
Not in
under
a
your
Kool-Aid
hood,
kind
my
of way.
But you still kind of must have a preference.
It's dick. I like dick. Like
You know
But
why
like,
you know why I asked that? Because okay, I want to assume a cut gentleman's dick, like and we all know where the nerves and the sensitivity is in the head, right? So it's like that's being banged so much. Does it take longer for them to nut? Whereas like an uncut guy is like it's covered, it's so the sensitivity it's still intact. You know what I mean?
I
That's what
think okay, so for soul snatchers like myself, yes, the reaction to someone who is uncut is unmatched. The leg shaking, the toe curling, because they're so sensitive. I can definitely get it, but that's not necessarily true for just uncut guys. There are guys who may not necessarily masturbate as much, or the way that they do it, they're not so affecting the head of their dick to where they may be desensitized to it. So it's not necessarily true for all uncuts, but yeah, that reaction for me is golden.
yo, honestly,
It's golden.
until you actually said that, I didn't even really think about it. Like, yo, when you're cutting off the piece for uncut, it's gonna make it more like that's why I'm so sensitive, because I'm uncut. So, but the cut guys, when they're cut on the like, I'm now thinking about that. You guys just taught me something. Thank you. Holy shit, I really wasn't even thinking about
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
friction all the time in your underwear, everything. Everything is causing friction on the head of your penis if you're uncut. So that is definitely something that could desensitize you.
yeah,
it. So
right.
hold on. When you're performing oral on an uncut guy, are you one of those girls that pull back the skin, or do you just do it however?
Ask a question first, because I have had people that the way that their skin grows on, if I pull back, it hurts. So I have to ask that question first for safety purposes. But yes, I will pull it back and get up in there. Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have a Pornhub?
Honestly, because I have like 5 other sites and I was getting around to that. And now that OnlyFans is really trying to get these sex workers really off their site without saying get out, I'm definitely thinking about moving there. Currently, I'm going to be moving to Loyal Fans. So, platforms that are better made for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cute coin, OnlyFans, but if y'all don't want us there, then fuck it.
Mhm.
If you're going to make it difficult, I think it was Portia Carrera. I think they removed 177 of her videos from 2017, talking about terms and conditions. Like, it's been up there for 5 years. Like,
Wow.
what terms and conditions could she possibly have violated? Like, so
But
yeah, since they don't want us there, it's time to go.
That's
yeah,
interesting because we're like trying to delve into like the industry a little bit more, and we were getting ready to get a OnlyFans, and now you're telling us this. You're pretty much telling us, like you could do it if you want, but
they're kicking us off soon. So
they kicking us niggas out. They like go somewhere else, niggas.
yeah.
Right. It's really a place where you're gonna be there on borrowed time, and I think it's so sick and so sad, because if it weren't for the sex workers, OnlyFans would have been making whatever minimal dollar there could be for watching people play the guitar and goddamn cook. Because that would not be where it's at. I mean, the sex workers have made OnlyFans the conglomerate that it is. So to treat us like that is it's shitty. They could do better.
When are we gonna see like like a 420 friendly triple X show hosted by Nisha? When are we gonna see that?
Would love that. I would love that. You know what? You might have sparked the idea, because you may have sparked an idea. That is fabulous. That, you know what? Yep. Coming soon.
Weed and D coming soon, man. Come on.
Coming
Weed,
soon.
weed and D, yeah, like
That
that'd be
would be
so dope.
fire.
Yeah,
That
because
would. It would.
because the way how the landscape is changing, I think that everything needs to just, like you said, how much creative can we be? And the next creative step is to just do what's popping, but make it for adults. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. We're selling a fantasy, so you have to make it a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're, and not to say that I have a problem with this, but if the person that is consuming porn, if they wanted to see a baby mama or their wife with a bonnet on their head, you know what I'm saying, they'd roll over and do so and not pay for us. I'm just saying, it's all about fantasy. So if I could have, that would be dope. Like to make it a dream and to make it to make it look like someone's dream that they're at a 420 party with all these porn stars and everybody's getting, that would be so fire. See, let me not give it away.
Yeah. We gotta edit this part. We gotta edit this part. We'll edit this part out.
Yeah,
We'll edit this part out. But just make sure that the Mandem logo is on your flyer somewhere.
Right?
Just make sure the logo is on the flyer somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna have to hit him with Cash App every time, every time the residuals come around. I'm gonna have to hit 12.
You know what I'm saying? Do
We
something.
got ideas for days, don't worry. We got ideas for days.
Yeah, we have so much ideas, man. It's crazy. How did it feel to jump from like 92 followers to 60K? Like, was that like overnight? Was that like a week? Like,
when I started my X videos is when I blew up by like 50,000 followers.
oh really? X videos?
Yeah, I had like 12,000 followers, and then I woke up to like 40 or 50 something K, and I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
Because I had put my social media on there to, my Instagram, my Twitter and stuff like that. So of course, people want to kind of preview what they're about to see. So Twitter is definitely one of those places where you can preview, just about anything people put out. Mm-hmm. So yeah, people were interested, and I have quite a few loyal fans that have been with me throughout the years. So I'm grateful for that. And this is a page that I lost and had to get back to. It took me like 2 years to get that 60K page back.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
These social media sites are ass.
Yep. Indefinitely.
I want to get back into, I guess, who's better? Who eats pussy better? Girls or guys? Or who eats your pussy better, I guess?
That's a very difficult question. And I'm going to say this. As y'all can see, I have very optimistic views on things. It depends. If that person likes to eat pussy, male or female, they're going to figure out how to make you, come, squirt, all of that. It's going to happen. But if you're doing it with someone who's just doing it to make it a part of the video because, you just got to get 10 minutes of this footage, then it's not going to turn out right. But my best experiences so far have been with men. I will not say that there's not a woman that can't do the job. I will not say that because I feel like I'm that woman that can do the job. I've never had a complaint. But for me, I don't know, I guess because I'm more attracted to men than women, then I guess that's how I feel about it.
But you're attracted to women all the same though, like, so you're bi. All right. Like what? How? Like what?
Hold on.
Oh,
Sorry
okay.
to cut you.
Sorry,
because I had more. Like I wanted to add on to this.
Okay, go ahead.
And I don't know if this is possible, but you were just talking to Marley. Could you call her right now and ask her the same question?
Hold on, she's actually in the next room. Let me see if she.
Oh, she's in the next room.
Oh.
Let me see if she will come in here with us. Hold on, because
I just want to ask you the one question.
Okay. Oh, I hope I ain't show my coochie, Lord.
Why not?
Now you good, anyway. But yeah,
we'll give you the content and let you post it.
Yeah.
We need some waiting music. No, nigga, you're supposed to run one of your tunes.
Oh. You do damage. Red light on silhouette challenge. The way I want to take full advantage. Break it down, Max Stallion Savage. Me and Mark got me speaking in Spanish. As fat, look at how to think damage.
At least you're not being like my boy.
Who?
Okay.
Yo, DJ,
He's
next
coming.
tune, next tune.
She's coming. She's coming.
You coming?
Woo!
Sorry,
That's gonna be
and like I said, if you guys want to get uncut and do anything crazy, you can do it, and we'll
You
send
know
you
what?
the content.
You know what's so funny? People ask us that all the time, and she has become so much like almost my real sister. Like she does my family functions in the whole bit. I can't do it no more.
No, I'm not saying with her. I'm not saying with her. I was just saying like if a coochie pops out or a titty pops out,
Yeah, we
that's
good.
y'all content.
Yeah,
Well,
we good.
okay, she said she's asking, does she have to be on camera, or can y'all just ask her the question?
Yeah, you don't gotta be, but we just want to hear your voice.
because I look like some hot trash right now. I'm like, I ain't know I had to be on camera today.
Come on, stop this. I hate when girls do that, and then they look pretty too. Like, oh, I look
I
bad.
know. I know.
Okay, I'll pop in. Hi.
Hello. My boy. Hey. Don't worry, we're gonna interview you next. So you know what I'm saying? When you're ready. But really quick, I just wanted to ask, in your opinion, who eats pussy better? Men or females?
Both. I've ran into people that both that does it really well. So I don't know if I can answer that because
Okay, so how about this?
One that
Wait,
was
how-
like better though? Like
hold on, Gutsy, hold on. So, okay, within the last month, who topped it? Who was it? Men or women in the last month?
I mean it was a dude. But I mean, even still, that don't mean next month it can be a woman. So it's like,
right,
you know, it's like it's kind of hard to gauge that.
Exactly. If that person likes doing it, they're gonna figure out what turns you on. And
especially
turns you
this
out.
is coming from somebody I love people. Like I love men and women, so it's like I don't really like to pick and choose when it comes to stuff like that. I'm just like, okay, who's good at it? That's all I give a fuck about.
Right.
I heard you good
who
at
can do the job good?
Yeah. Yeah.
And who wants to do it? Not like who, just like you guys are saying, you're just doing it because it's
you gonna see my
do it
hand.
for content or
Do it.
Nah, yeah, that hits different, fam. When you're in there and you just love the fucking pussy and you're just making passionate love to the vagina, it's just like you just hear it and you just start to freak out.
Right. And that's not for nothing. That's what on camera, that's what the people live for, the reactions, like how you're making that person feel and cringe and toes curl and fingers, toes crip walking, all of that. That's the thing that you want to see.
Yeah.
Okay, then really quick then. What about this one? Do you guys have a favorite position to get your pussy eaten then?
I like me personally from the back.
I'm a pillow princess. Yeah, throw me on my back.
No, I like from the back.
Yeah, see?
Like ass in the air.
Right. See?
Face in the ass. Yeah. Like get in there.
I like my girl sitting on my face too.
That too. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm a big girl, so if I know you okay with that, that makes me really comfortable.
Right.
Like it's certain things like that lets me know, okay, so you comfortable with this. All right.
Just tap when you need to breathe. Clap hands. Do something.
Not even. If he dies, he dies, bro.
If he dies,
he dies, he dies. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Respect, man.
But yes, thank you, Marlon. Appreciate you.
No problem.
We'll see
That's
you soon.
what friends are for.
That is
tell you about my best friend.
I have a question.
Hold on. Oh, she's still there. Sorry, I thought she.
Oh, she never left yet. I have a question.
She's on the computer. She's doing her own thing right now, but
All right.
she left us.
All right, Nisha. So on July 2nd, you tweeted, I want to get back into shooting again, but I'm scared for so many reasons. Recklessness is definitely the first reason. What happened, bro?
I stopped shooting for almost 2 years because someone I was cool with, and not in like an intimate kind of way, just like friends, they were trying to put me in a position to catch something that you just can't get rid of. And I felt like if it was somebody I considered a friend to do that, what the fuck is these niggas gonna do that I don't eat? I'm just meeting you for the first time. Like, what kind of demons are you hiding? Like, so I guess maybe I don't know, maybe I overthunk it. Maybe I scared myself out of shooting, but that was just something that really did me in. Like, it really did me in. So, and that person is actively shooting. God bless their souls, and whoever they shoot with, hopefully they're taking care of themselves so they don't, spread anything else.
How the fuck are they actively shooting? Like, they're allowed to do that? Like,
because believe it or not, it's if you're especially if you are on Twitter, people, there are accusations, facts, police reports, all kinds of stuff thrown up on Twitter every day about somebody new. And you will be surprised at the people who don't give a fuck and will keep still working with them. So it's just like, that's why I choose not to name names, because it's, at this point, it's futile. Like, this person has shot with so many people, I don't even really think it fucking matters. Like,
and we talk. Go ahead.
Just to, and if that's only one person, imagine all the people that you don't know.
So we talking about like AIDS? Are we talking about?
No, it wasn't HIV. It wasn't HIV.
The herbs. Okay. The herbs. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nah, HIV will put HIV with TTS and clear and all of them. They will issue a production hold. They will send out a tweet. They will send out emails to everybody that they have in their file. Hey, we're having a production hold. Someone's come up with HIV. They don't, of course, disclose that person's information, but stop shooting at least for the next 2 to 3 weeks, a month, however long it is, until we get this resolved and get the circle of people that may have been affected at least notified.
Is this stuff that you've learned from being in the agencies that you've worked with?
This is no one tells you this stuff coming in. No one sits you down and like, hey, listen, you need to stay on top of your testing, even though that should be common knowledge, especially for women, to stay on top of testing, birth control, all that type of stuff. However you choose to use your birth control, is your body, but make sure that you're not, bringing babies into the world because of porn. Like, what? That's still a life, that has to grow up. Like, don't. But yeah, it testing is definitely something that's on my number one priority. I'm not going to use their name, but I don't use bigger testing sites as often unless asked for by a major company, because they don't test for herpes.
Oh shit.
And it's, that's scary. That's scary. That's scary. Me personally, that's why I particularly like to shoot on my own. Don't get me wrong, the companies that I have worked with were fantastic. You know what I'm saying? I never had to question any of their ethics, but I like to shoot on my own more so because I can ask my partner to go and get a full panel. That doesn't cost $200 and I can know everything that's going on, you know what I'm saying, and not feel like something may be hidden from me, you know what I'm saying? So I like to do regular old clinic, go to your doctor, go to the urgent care, city med, whatever is in your city.
Yeah.
I would rather that than, a bigger label testing company. So
see, Gus, that's why Canada's so blessed, because like all that shit's free, dog. They don't have to pay nothing. Like, just go, fam, if we want to work, okay, go to your family doctor, go get your shit and bring back the results ASAP.
But that's why it makes it even worse. Why it's not bubbling out
here, yeah. But it's
fam, there should be so much more people doing OnlyFans, doing just sex content out here. But for some strange reason, well, we know why. It's all the fucking Jamaicans. That's why. If there wasn't, no, not even just, actually, I'll take it back. It's not even just them. It's all the Jamaicans and the Somalians. If there wasn't a bunch of them together here, then we'd have more. But they frown upon that shit, fam.
You do still have a lot of conservative people out here who do not appreciate porn whatsoever. And I think that is the craziest shit on the planet. It's the biggest Bible thumpingest people that have the biggest stash of porn and magazines somewhere hidden in a vault. Like, it's the craziest thing. Like, how can you even separate? And don't get me wrong, there's some debaucherous shit that goes on in the porn industry. Don't get it twisted. But for the basics of it all, like, how can you demonize that? Like, that's so crazy.
It's like the longest form of work from the beginning of days. So it's just
But
like it's
but for
crazy.
us, it's not even about porn. Like niggas is not even allowed to eat pussy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like we've heard rappers get on interviews out here and say, "Yo, that nigga ate pussy, so we beat him up and we robbed him." And like, come on, fam. And that nigga Pops probably ate pum pum, fam. Like, I don't get it. Like, the
Oh my God,
biggest
you almost
gunman in
choked
the
me
city
with that.
probably, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like against the
crazy
law,
out
like
here.
it's like is it like against the law? Like you can't like if somebody found out like you
It's against the hood law out here. You're not supposed
yeah,
to eat pussy.
yeah. It's like, okay,
Like,
you
sex
ever
is so taboo out here.
hold on? She's from the Bronx. She's from the Bronx. So you ever heard like Fat Joe ever say like, yo, there's a song he has. He's like, I don't go down like that. I think it was with what's love or something. He's like, but I don't go down, baby, or some shit like that. Like I know a lot of
Yes.
Puerto Rican youths and shit like that. They don't really eat pussy. Like it, I guess it's demasculating. But in
I don't know, but
Toronto,
I don't listen. I don't know what Spanish people you know,
okay, well, hey, man, like I said,
but I
exactly
have
though.
not experienced that. Hi, Pokemon. I have not experienced that. I have not experienced a Latin man not enjoying to put their faces to cooch. I have not come across that experience. I am sorry, and I'm glad I have not come across that experience. Fat Joe is a special character. I mean, look at him, like.
But I'm just saying in Toronto, I think it's a Caribbean thing where like they just said, nah, you don't bow down or you don't eat pussy. Even back then it was on some girls not supposed to suck dick type shit. Like it was very just pounding or you know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Like, it's just weird still.
It's lame. Like we had the
Lame
biggest
still.
OnlyFans star out here is one of our rappers, female rappers named Chromas, and she did something with Adam 22, and like she just like titty fucked him or some shit.
Doing a podcast.
Yeah, not even the pot. Well, she did the plug talk shit, but she didn't get in. I can't remember. Yeah, she did get the no jumper, but she didn't get the plug talk. Long story short, the city just trashed her. They frown upon her. They look, oh, you're not a real artist. You do porn and this and that and the third. And it's just like, bro, if she decided to go make $1 million doing OnlyFans, like who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why is it a big deal? Like our city is terrible. This is what, like, even us, they frown upon us for interviewing porn stars and OnlyFans stars, but we're like, fuck you guys. At this point, we don't care.
I'm sorry.
We love y'all, and I'm gonna support them. So I don't give a shit.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so sorry. OMG. I feel so bad now.
No.
Okay, you know how to fix it? You just need to come to Toronto. Come show the Madam some game. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
And then,
I
yeah.
have no problem
Fair
coming
enough.
to Toronto. I mean, I'm in New York. Y'all like right there. Like
Right
it's like going
there.
to Baltimore or something. Like y'all right there. It's a couple hours away.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We got studios. We got content. We'll get you down here. We'll do content out here.
Yeah.
I'm ready when y'all ready.
So hold on. What would that take? And I know it's not for every and anybody, but are you into getting flied out? What is it? Meetups and stuff like that, or
That is very I don't do a lot of those. I'm not gonna say I have not, but that's not something I prefer to do. To be honest, I have to be attracted to that person because I already know what you're expecting if you're paying for a trip. So if I'm not attracted to you, then I'm just gonna respectfully decline because you're gonna be driving my black ass back to the airport. So I might as well. I might as well just stay on home, you know. But yeah, I have to be attracted to you. I've probably done it twice. I probably got flued out twice. I get asked all the time. My DMs are full of them, and I don't, you know, unfortunately, people are still sick in the head. And, you know, girls that do this kind of stuff, you know, we're the first ones to be on somebody's, you know, wanted poster or, you know what I'm saying? It's just, so it's still dangerous, you know what I'm saying? And then you see all these crazy people going viral because, you know, you flew the girl out. She doesn't want to have sex with you for whatever reason. And you're leaving her stranded somewhere, you know, I mean, or taking her back to the airport. All of that hassle for what, child? I could just find somebody, make my own content and be done and happy. Make my own money on the back end and let that be that. Yeah, that's a little bit too dangerous and a little bit too it's just too dangerous all the way around for it. I ain't with it.
Looks like we might have to fly out to make content, please.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Come on. See, I'm getting to know y'all, so I'm feeling comfortable. I would come I will come to Toronto, and y'all right there. Y'all, it's not like I'm flying across the country.
I
That
would
is a little
demand
bit
them. We'll
different.
probably like burn with you and chill. You'll do an
Yeah,
episode of the pod with us,
yeah.
fam. We'll introduce you to people. Have you ever been to Canada before?
To where?
Canada, Toronto, Canada.
No, I have never been to any part of Canada at all, and I want to come.
Was that ever on your bucket list, and when was it? To come to Toronto or Canada or Vancouver, any one of these places?
My mother used
When
to tell
Drake
me
got
stories
big.
because she used to, when she was younger, she would she had a friend in Canada and she would come visit all the time, and I would just, I'm a scenery girl too. Like I love beautiful scenery, so I definitely want to go to where all the trees and the pretty stuff is. So my mama's stories.
What's your background? Like, where's your mama from?
My parents are from the South, from the deep South.
Okay, real American. Okay, a real American.
Mm-hmm.
Real American. I was
now,
going to
but my grandfather on my mother's side is Trinidadian.
boom, bop, 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 bop.
Trini.
Not just for the Raptors, you know, red, black, and white. Come on, dog.
Yep.
Trini.
He
Trini
moved here when he
gang,
was
oh
7,
gosh.
and that is the funniest accent that you could ever hear, like a West Indian accent to a Southern accent, or the mix of the twang. Oh my god,
I couldn't even imagine.
That is
That's
that,
wild. Yeah, that'll be a
miss it.
wild mix.
I
Like a
love it.
Guyanese,
Most
Trini.
people didn't understand him on either side, so
That's wild stuff. We asked this question a lot of times. I was going through your feed actually, and I think I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but I think you have scenes with a tranny.
yes, a transgender.
How was that experience? Like,
again, a good friend of mine, so it was not hard to film with her. She's just a gem. She's a sweetheart. So I had no problem filming with her. Huh?
What's your name?
Big Clit Lily, Aoki Terrell. Either name you can find her under Facebook, Twitter.
And it was just once?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. She's in town now, so we are trying to set up another shoot. So we will be shooting again very soon.
Like, what goes on in your mind? Like, does your mind play tricks? Is it like is it like a plus? Because I like my nipples suck. So imagine like, you have like a piece and then you have tits. It's just like, holy fuck. Like
it's not a mind fuck for me. I can understand how that could be a mind fuck, but it's not a mind fuck. It's not a mind fuck for me. Like, again, I know this person personally, so none of that bothers me. None of that bothers me.
Do you think?
I think it would be more of a mind fuck from the guy's point of view.
Right.
I think for girls, it's just like, yo, you know what?
A guy who is getting into that or testing his sexuality for the first time, trying to be with a trans person, yeah, probably. I could definitely see a mind fuck there. I could see how all kinds of things could be running through their mind, especially how society might portray them afterwards if anyone ever found out. And that's why a lot of the trans girls end up not here no more, behind that same type of ideology. It's sad, but it's true.
Do you think a lot of the times people are only into them just for content purposes, or?
Oh, absolutely. I was just, it was so funny. I'm on another app as well. And one of the beautiful trans girls on here, we were just having that conversation. Like, trans women are so over sexualized. It's insane. It's almost like they're not even human. And that is sick and sad.
It's like a fetish. It's like a super fetish.
These women and men just they have they're human. They have emotions just like we do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they build a tough exterior because of the way society has treated them, but they just as sensitive and human as the rest of us. And the things that people say and do to dehumanize them is just uncalled for, unnecessary, and sad. And I hope it changes.
I'm sure it will.
We're in 2023 now.
I would love to talk to one, but oh my god, if we interview, we're gonna get killed.
Don't get canceled, Lord Jesus. Oh my goodness. But hey, listen, you see what happened.
But I don't mind I don't mind interviewing. Like, I want to interview everybody, bro. Like, I don't mind interviewing like a murderer or like whoever. Like, I want to that's what I do is I interview people, right?
To interview because she is in ballroom. She has a lot of other things going on. I would, and she's not afraid to answer the hard questions. So if she's okay with doing an interview with you guys, and you want to do one, I will pass on the message and let you guys swap information.
You gotta talk behind the scenes. You might need your
Yeah,
cash app and like, just
yeah,
all these little people that I'm interviewing, maybe we might just need to start coming out in person.
yeah.
Just flying out.
You know what? If you want to interview the folks in the adult industry, going to the events that they have throughout the year is definitely a great way. That's how a lot of podcasters meet a lot of the girls, a lot of the guys that are coming up and on top in the industry. Exotical New Jersey is one of the bigger ones. New Jersey and Miami. And the AVN Awards are where everybody's going to be at these 3 events. No matter how many of them they have throughout the year, those are the top 3 places.
I just seen AVN everyone. I believe AVN just passed, and I believe Marley was nominated, I believe.
AVN is in January.
Okay.
What's this month? We in September, so you're probably talking about the Urban X Awards just passed. That was the most
the Urban X Awards. That's what it was.
And Exotica Miami was in July, I think.
Okay.
June or July. And Exotica New Jersey is coming up in this year. It's usually in October, like the week before Halloween, but it's the week after Halloween this year, so it'll be the first week of November. That would, since it's the closest one, that would probably be fabulous for you guys to try to come out to. And get you can still, it's still time, you get your little booth, Tiny, and get to interview, and trust me, everybody will love.
That'd be dope.
That
dope.
would be so good.
Of you guys from an Exotica.
No, that would be.
Do you have goal? Like, is that a goal in mind, like to accomplish, to get like an award, to win one of these awards? Is like.
I say yes, because everybody wants to be acknowledged for their accomplishments and the hard work that they put in to make things look good for the people. I think that's definitely a goal that everybody has, but because the award show has been very Hollywood, I guess I could say, it's very black and white and not in our favor. It's not. It's a goal, but it seems to be an unattainable goal. And like when Marley won her AVN award, like she cried because she had been in the game almost 10 years before they even acknowledged her to, even and people come with way less integrity, the value of content, and they're just winning awards left and right. So it is a big deal when we do win one, but it is kind of far in between. These last 2 years have actually been a little bit better. More people of color have definitely been winning and nominated for awards, and I guess there's been a little bit of a turning point. So let's see what happens. Let's see where that goes. But yeah, that's definitely a goal that you get in the game, you kind of want to and you kind of want to attain that.
Right.
Yeah, facts. Shit, I have so much things. Okay, so wait. Did you ever get your laser hair removal done?
No, I'm still looking into that because I have such sensitive skin. I'm very scared of the burns. That's my main thing. I don't want to get burnt. Because that's a long-lasting scar. Like, where's that going? That's not going nowhere for a couple of years at the very least. So I don't want that. But yeah, I'm still looking into it.
What about like waterworks? You into like piss? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do have content like that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I do have content like that. Like I said, I like to cater to everybody. Like
were you peeing on someone's stomach or something? Or in their face? Like what?
All of the above, anywhere they want.
What about can they pee on you?
Yeah, what about that?
That's gonna cost a pretty penny, but
I like how she said that. That's gonna cost a pretty penny. That might be the name of this episode. Write that down. That's gonna cost a pretty penny.
That's gonna cost a pretty penny. I have had it done. There is content of me out there with the waterworks being done to me. So yeah, it's out there.
Is there something you want to do on camera that you haven't done yet? Something you want to try?
I want to get into rope play and bondage. That is my next venture of fetish.
So do you want to be the dominatrix or do you want to be domed?
I want to be tied up. I want to be.
You want to be sub?
I'm very. You know what? I'm an animal in real life. So when it comes to my personal kinks, I like to be submissive.
You want to be on the chair, just
tied
up.
She want to be slutted out. She wants to be slutted out. That's the Twitter term, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
And since you in Throat City, I bet you want that thing with the ball at the gag open and keep your mouth open and just.
I have one of those.
Oh, you have one already?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
well
no.
that's perfect because that's actually another one of our segments. Do you have like a crazy toy that you could pull out for us really quick that you could show us, or maybe a favorite toy?
That's funny. My favorite toy is like right next to me. Hold on.
Whoa. Ready.
Magic wand. The
Ready.
magic wand is.
Hold on.
Ready.
Oh, what if she pull out the same thing that Kalani pulls out?
I know, right?
Y'all are
I'm
silly.
like, yo, what the hell?
Silly. Okay, so this is my favorite. This is my favorite.
Okay, so what is that thing now?
It
like
is
a
a
rose?
clitoral stimulator.
Okay.
It's called the Satisfier. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Okay.
And
How does it work?
Just put her right there on your little lady part there and let her go to work. But this has a remote control on your phone, so you
Ooh.
can set the vibrations. And there's 2 different vibrations that happen at once. So yeah.
Are you trying it right now? Oh, I thought you were gonna. I thought you
No.
were.
Relax,
Oh,
relax.
no, because I saw her hand go down.
No.
I was like, whoa, whoa.
No, I'm not using it right now.
Okay,
No.
okay, cool.
No,
Do
but
you have
that
it
is
where
my
it can
favorite.
be like if you're on live, you can pay people to control it?
This particular one, no. This company does make one that does that, and I think I want that one next. I love this company. They have so many products. It's like one of those things that's kind of hard to decide which one you want right now. So, but I think the next one, I do want my fans to be able to remote control it. Like, send me a little cash app or something, and I'll do a live video, and you get to control the settings on there. I see a few of the girls do that. They don't necessarily have this particular brand of machine, but yeah, yeah.
This
Someone to be
company-
able to control the settings, I think that's a big thing now. Everybody likes to do that.
So this company, are you a brand ambassador of this company? Are you gonna get
No.
like? Okay, are you
She's just
trying
giving
it
out
at
free
least?
promo. She's just giving free promo right now.
It really is free promo because this was actually a gift. I don't
Okay.
remember which event I went to. It may have been Exotica Miami or XBiz. It was one of them, and they gave out these little gift bags with all these little toys in it, and that happened to be one of the toys that was in there. And I was like, okay, for the gift bag, all right.
You gotta.
That was a great gift. That was a great gift.
You gotta start emailing the companies or products you like and just be like, yo, I love your shit, bro. Just send me some more free stuff. I got a big platform. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think I am. That is a good idea. And I'd be wondering too, like some places hit me up. There is a toy company that hit me up recently, and I think I'm gonna work with them. I don't want to say their name right now, but yeah, I think I'm gearing toward working with them. So y'all might see some toy reviews coming out soon.
Ooh.
So what, you can't give us like a quick 20-second commercial for the Satisfier and we'll tag them? We'll make this a clip and we'll tag them? You don't want to do that real quick? Like the Satisfier. Best for
This
pleasuring
thing even
all
has
and
an
any
app for
types
your
of people.
Apple Watch. Like, I
Wait, the
love this.
Satisfier has the Apple Watch app too?
Yes.
No, their
Yes,
company's
I can
golden
control this
still.
with my watch if I wanted to. If I wanted to be in public, I could. I could use this with my watch. I love this little thing.
You ever thought about that, going in public with like something like that, or even like vibrating panties or something, and just you know what I'm saying, like having, I guess, someone or the cameraman control it while you're just walking in the.
I tried the vibrating panties thing, and because I am super ticklish, it didn't come out the way it was supposed to.
You're laughing. You're funny joke up thing.
Cracking up. Like, I'm cracking up. Oh my God, why does everybody want?
Like,
Anyway.
it's not sexy. It's just funny.
Right. Nothing about, listen, and that's the funny thing too. You need a little comedy when we doing this type of thing too. It can't be intense all the time. Any shoot house that I've ever been to, a content creator event or something like that, there's always some video or some picture of me like hiding behind a counter, peeping, like a little peeping Tom or a voyeur. Like, you're always gonna catch Nisha in the corner somewhere, like cracking up, doing something silly, because it's just fun. It just makes for a fun house.
So a big oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, who do you want to work with in the industry? Who's your like the main person, girl or guy that you're like, yeah, if I work with them, I'm cool to retire after this?
Retire? I don't know if I'll ever retire.
All right, well then,
I don't know if I'll ever completely
I
retire.
did it. Like,
But,
I'm here. I made it.
To be honest, I like a lot of the upcoming talent. There's some hardworking guys in the industry that are really pushing through, and I like it. I like to see that. And if I can have anything to do with catapulting them forward, I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. So I probably want to work with who I haven't shot with yet, because I did work. I'm looking at my whiteboard right now, see who how many shoots I have left. There are 2 more people that I want to shoot with that I have shoots scheduled with. And one of them is Devin Drills. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him. Fantastic talent. He's a dope talent. Kind, respectful, professional, just an all-around good person to work with. I just shot with Black Rose, another phenomenal talent. And I will be shooting with a newcomer called Crimesy tomorrow. So yeah, those are the shoots that I wanted to get out of the way so far. There might be a couple of others on my radar that I'm looking with, but I want to see where just a little further how it goes, because a lot of people just get into the industry to make a quick buck or fuck pretty girls or fuck cute guys or whatever the case may be, and they're satisfied with that. But if those who are putting this into a business perspective, I'm all the way with it.
Now, when you say like talent, like what does talent entail? Like me, I know I'm trying to be a content creator, visionary, but like when it comes to male talent, like what are you looking for? Like, what do they have to do? How do they have to look? Like, what does that look like?
To be honest, again, because my fans and fans in general just like to see all types of things, I don't think necessarily an aesthetic is something that I prioritize. Your consistency as a male talent is what I'm going to be looking at, because I have built a platform for myself. I've been doing this for long enough that I've built a name for myself, and I don't want you to just come get a video for me and then like
disappear.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what that's not what I want to do. So consistency has to be there. Give me at least 6 months of prior history to where you're working. You're at least trying to make some of the events, because those are very important as well. You got to get out here and network. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to recognize you from behind your computer screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be interactive with people, especially if you want to shoot with these women who are already being, bombarded with emails and DMs all day of, I want to shoot and I want to become a star and I want to do this and I want to do that. So you really have to come with it. That's why I tell all the guys, if you want to start off, do solo content. Just make it look good.
What do you mean solo content? We masturbate.
Jerk off any way you can.
Go
sex
find
toys, like what?
Jerk off any way you can. Get a fleshlight. Get a half a girl. Get a, the little half a. Yep. Get you all of those. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Bro, even though I was thinking,
yes,
bro,
do it in the kitchen, the bathroom.
Let somebody just drink your dick.
My homeboy got a video out right now that is going viral of this nigga coming on a can of chicken soup in Walmart.
That's fucking crazy, nasty.
That's foul.
All at the same time. You don't know whether it's one of those things where you like, because you go to Walmart, you know what I'm saying, you buy shit. So you don't want to think about it like that, but it's intriguing. Like, did you just come on a can of chicken soup?
Did he put the can back?
No, he has a friend that works there. They took the can and
okay, chucked it.
Yeah. No one's eating cummy chicken soup today.
That's crazy. But I understand. So basically, showing face is definitely important then, especially for men. Like,
it can be. I mean, you have a lot of guys out here who will throw a mask on and okay. I mean, you got to find your niche. Like, a lot of guys with the nicer bodies that like to work on themselves, they can put on a mask and people are still going to watch them, gay, straight, bi, they're going to watch, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the aesthetic of it. And also, a mask a lot of times, gives the illusion of mystery, you know what I'm saying? So it's all kinds of things it's all kinds of creative ways you can go about it. Get your little green screen, throw you up something, you know what I'm saying? And just whack it until it shoots.
It's just consistency till you get to that point of, okay, now we're seeing you.
Somebody's gonna see you, trust me. Somebody gonna like the way you look and be like, hey, I like your work. I want to work with you. I want to, and it'll happen. It'll happen. But it takes time. And I think that'd be the problem. A lot of people are looking for, the get money fast because of OnlyFans in the pandemic. That's really what got everybody spoiled. It's not like that. It's not like that no more. Like, you really have to put in work to be on top of being creative. So you can keep your fans engaged and gain new fans. Hopefully, that's the name of the game. That's what you want to hope for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you just in it for the attention, then good luck.
Which is crazy why you don't have a Pornhub, because all of that game, all of that could have just went all into Pornhub, fam. You'd be a millionaire by now.
I know. I'm really
thinking
about it. There was I know that there was an issue with payouts in Pornhub for quite some time, and that I think was one of the main reasons why I didn't actually go and start it up. But I think now that they have that issue taken care of, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go over there and start a few newer platforms. I'm kind of glad that I didn't max out all of the platforms that all the other girls have. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'll be not a fresh face necessarily, but a fresh face to that particular site. So people who don't know me that only use that particular site, they'll see me for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Gaining new subscribers, gaining new fans. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'll probably move over there soon.
With that being said, Miss Swallowz, who is on your Mount Rushmore? All time, greatest of all time adult actors and actresses. You could name 3 men, 3 women. You can name, it doesn't matter. Who is in your Mount Rushmore? 3 men, 3
4.
women.
No, it's 4.
It should be 4. Okay, yes. 2 men, 2 female.
No, but I'm saying if she wants to name 4 girls, 4 guys, whatever.
Okay.
You want to do Rushmore is 4.
I have a top few. And it is a combo of men and women. And a lot of them I think of as the underdogs because they may have a name in the industry, but I don't think that they get the recognition and accolades that they should. Mo the Monster, he is one of the people you see on the memes standing around in a bunch of guys, and there's one girl in there like, name this, caption this. Mo the Monster is in most of those memes that you see. Miss Feed Me, highly underrated. She should have been winning awards. That girl is phenomenal. She's fantastic and she's beautiful. Cherokee. I have to give Cherokee her shout out. I love me some Lexington still. Brian Pumper, I like him for the satire. He is hilarious. He's a funny dude in real life. He's
ahead of his time. Brian Pumper was ahead of his time. Like,
absolutely.
Literally.
If Brian Pumper came out now,
he's gone.
It's a wrap. A lot of these dudes would not have no job. They be going back to school learning to trade for real. Like, cause I'm trying
where is he? Have you met him before? I'm assuming you met him before.
No, we haven't met in person, but it was so funny. He came into my inbox one day and he asked me a general question about something he was arguing with someone about. And we just kind of started chopping it up from there. Like, I'm telling you, this man is hilarious. He's a bunch of fun. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you got beef with him, like, there's something really wrong with you in your life because he's so funny. Like, and people are like, is he really an asshole? I'm like, I don't think he's an asshole. What y'all keep forgetting is he's from Brooklyn, so he has a certain diet. He has a certain way of speaking that may sound aggressive to you, but it's not. He's not really being aggressive. He's just being him. Like, pardon our New Yorkness, but it is what it is. But he's hilarious. But yeah, those are my. And of course, my bestie in the other room. Yeah, she's definitely I think she's highly underrated. The work that she's put in this game over the last decade, she should have way more accolades than she does. That's a fact.
Solid.
Yeah, that's a solid. I would like to see a video with all of them in one.
That would be fire. And you know what's so funny? As many content houses as we've all done together, with those same names, minus Brian Pumper and Lexington Steele, like, it's a wonder that we all haven't gotten content together like that yet. It's a wonder. But when you're doing a content house, it's so many things going on. Sometimes you don't even think about things like that. You think about what you have scheduled to get done, trying to get it done within reasonable time so it can get done, edited. Listen, it's a lot that comes.
It's a lot.
It looks cute. It looks real cute by the time y'all see it, but y'all listen. Listen, we need a nap. We need fruits and vegetables, child. We need tender love and care. Right. A good soak. Mm-hmm. All of that.
That's
Do you have
crazy.
do you have any like porn bloopers? Like, was there a
Absolutely.
time when you like somebody nutted in your mouth and you're like, nah, I'm not swallowing this. This is a spit. This is
Oh,
Nisha
not
spits.
not like that. Not like disgusting like that, because that's gross. But not almost I was calling myself being cute, and my mother has this like big 60-inch tub. So I'm in the tub and I'm doing my thing. I'm a little, got my little wood workout and almost slipped and died in the tub. And I put it up on my OnlyFans. It sure is. It's there. Yep.
Yeah, bloopers.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I did a sub scene, and the guy slapped me and my lash flew off. Like that was
Holy
absolutely hilarious. I put that in slow motion. That was I cracked up when it happened. Like they had to stop. It was hilarious to me. So yeah, I have quite a few bloopers, and I'm a part of a lot of bloopers too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a part of a lot of bloopers. I'm the reason why a lot of bloopers happen. I told y'all I'm not a funny person to jump out the kitchen and just
We
say
need
or
to
do something crazy.
we need to see that. I would love to see a lot more like adult stars and their personalities. Like Wu Liddy, like Sue Liddy, so fucking
Mhm.
funny. Like I would love to see personality and porn all into one. But if I had like say I'm the biggest company in the world, I had 500K for you to start, and I promise you 10 million down the line. Are you signing with me or are you staying independent?
I might have to stay independent.
You said
I
500.
have
You said 500K. That ain't enough.
To start and 10 million down the road.
I don't know. I still, that is the question that the folks that work with the major companies and us freelancers, that's a big conversation between us, because, the way a lot of those companies run, say just for example, I'm just gonna throw a number out there. Say you get 50K for the month, right? I might have you do five or six films, maybe. That's about a film a week, a film and a half a week. Now I just paid you 50K for the month, but I'm about to make at least $1 million off of what I sell. Subscriptions, pay-per-views, chops, 10 minutes here, full movie here on this website. Like I'm gonna make $1 million off of you. So is that 50K worth it?
Okay. It doesn't add up.
It's
So
all
Not at
business,
all.
baby.
do you see
And
that happening a
the
lot in the game right
the
now?
first person that I ever worked with, when I started hearing and seeing some of the numbers that they were coming up with, and I was like, that's a lot in comparison to what I may have gotten paid. But that's why a lot of people like to pay for content. They'd rather pay you, give you your fee, whether it's $1,000, $800, $1,200, two bands, whatever it is. They'd rather pay you your fee and get you out there here, make you sign your content, your model release, so they own the content, and that's a wrap for you. You got paid, going about your business, but they get to sell that content for years. They
Especially
never
if
have
they're
to sell
able
some of
to
that
like,
content.
just the way they edit it and put it out there. That's like they flip it so many different ways. I've seen the same content flipped so many different ways on the same, like on Pornhub and stuff.
Exactly. And you're gonna keep seeing it because people are gonna keep buying it. My face is still on a website that I used to work with in 2012. It was so long ago. I didn't even have locks yet. Like the side of my head was shaved. Like my face is still on there. I'm not getting that from that. I'm not getting a thing from that. That was one of my first jobs though. So I didn't know any better. I was very green. So, it is what it is. But you know better, you do better. That'll never happen again. But
but as a young adult star, like you know what I'm saying, you still would suggest them be independent. What if they're trying to just come up in the game? Like, don't they need to learn too? Like, or do you want to be like,
that's the best way to do it. You have in order to learn how things really work, you got to be independent for a little while. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want someone to start off in a company, because once that contract is over and now you have to get out here in the real world and scuffle for your own, you realize you didn't learn shit about being independent while you were with that company. So I
Figure out
wouldn't
cameras, editing.
Right, exactly. All of these things that have to be done.
Mhm.
There's no getting around it. And if you're going to be one of those people that's going to pay for people to do things for you, then just be prepared to not keep all your money.
Mm.
You have to, you have, and I employ everybody to do this. Like, I don't care what business you're in. I don't care if you're a porn star or if you're, selling ices. Take a business class. Learn how to manage money. Become financially, financially educated. Because if not, you're gonna be looking at yourself in a decade and wondering where all those thousands of dollars went to nothing. You didn't invest it. You didn't put it in nothing. You didn't even put it back into the business that you're in.
Yeah, exactly. You right. Yo, you're awesome, Nisha. I actually have one more thing. Okay, so I'm sure you've been to many states in the US, obviously, for work. What is your top tier place to visit and why?
Oh, wow. I have a few places. I love California. I love California to visit. I would not want to live there, but I love California to visit. Again, I'm a scenery girl. I love forest, wood, trees, mountains, all of that. Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona is a beautiful place. Peoria, Arizona. The Keys, the Florida Keys, beautiful places. Orlando, Miami, of course. I haven't been to some of the colder states yet. Like, I want to go to Chicago. That's one of my bucket list states that I want to go to, especially for an event, because they do have Exotica Chicago too. So I definitely want to make it for one of those. But yeah, those are my top 3. And Las Vegas. I do love Vegas. I think in the last 2 years, I've probably been to Vegas maybe 12 or 13 times.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So much.
Vegas is amazing.
I love Vegas. And I'm not a gambler, but I'm just a big kid. I love aesthetics. I love, I just love going out there. I could sit out there and look at the mountains for hours. That's just me.
Yeah. You would love Vancouver then, I think I think that way. I think we need to bring her to Vancouver in the winter.
Oh, hell no, not a winter.
We could make some content on the snow.
No, sir. Oh no.
Have you squirting and watch the snow melt?
Lord have mercy.
No,
When she's in Chicago, she gotta have her shiesty though. Make sure you have your shiesty when you're in Chicago.
God.
And a stick.
Apparently,
Boom!
right?
Boom, boom, boom.
Too much going on out
Actually,
there.
you know what's crazy? I heard Chicago is actually a really nice nice place. Like I seen TikToks about how great of a place Chicago is. And people don't want to leave Chicago ever. I think it's just that the media portrays Chicago to be fucked up because obviously they want to portray the black community in a different light. You feel me? But
Absolutely.
I heard Chicago is amazing. Like they got like rivers in the middle of the city and all sorts of shit. Like some really crazy stuff, man, in Chicago.
Yeah.
Won't be seeing me there though. New York or LA for me. Sorry. That's just me.
Well, I love both places. I love LA too.
I just want to go to LA for the weather.
Don't kill me.
It seems like LA is a nice place, weather-wise.
Miss Swallowz, we would keep you here all day because we're very intrigued by your story. We thank you for your time. Do you want to let the people give the people like your Instagrams, Twitter, how they can get a hold of you?
Oh, baby,
make sure you guys have a bag. Not no foolishness.
You can just Google me actually. All my information will come up. All my free movies, all the my Instagram, Twitter, everything that I'm on, you will find me only by Googling me. Nisha Swallowz.
Google me, bitch.
You do need to update your all my links though, because I tapped on your Twitter and it went to somewhere else, yo. You gotta update. Yeah, you gotta.
I might have to go in there and do a
1000%. 1000%. I checked twice, but I found you on Twitter. But all my links, that Twitter link, it goes to someone else. It doesn't go to you.
Ooh, okay. Let me fix that right now. Right now.
Okay. Is there anything else that we could be expecting from you? Like are you dropping anything, any crazy content, or we just gotta stay updated to your Twitter?
Yeah, just stay updated because Halloween's coming up, and I definitely plan on doing some Halloween content. So please keep updated with me. And I'll probably be doing some Christmas content too. But in the meantime, in between time, I do have like 5 or 6 new scenes dropping within the next week or so.
Nice.
So yeah.
Birthday content?
Birthday content, I don't know, because we're getting ready to move. So I don't know if I'll get to do everything I want to do for my birthday. But moving will be my birthday gift, to be honest with you, because I'm so tired of New York. I'm ready to go.
I bet you're going to Jersey or something.
No, South Carolina.
Oh, back to the South.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't got to worry about no snow down there. None of that. I'll be good to go.
That's what's up.
I could grow my own food, all that good stuff. Now I might be doing some of that too, like naked gardening and shit like that.
Ooh, girl, now you thinking.
Yeah, we'll talk behind the scenes.
Yeah,
We'll talk behind the scenes.
yeah,
We'll tell
yeah,
you behind
yeah,
the
yeah.
scenes. Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Let's get the interview. Let's get the interview right now. Let's get the interview and let's chop it up real quick.
All
Let's
right,
get the
man.
interview.
It's your boy Gutsy.
It's your boy Vegas.
Yeah, this has been your uncut version of the Mandem Show, and we're off for this.
One us.